Shanmu Khan, observing the fear in his naval crew as they gazed at the massive enemy fleet approaching them, spoke to fill them with courage. The sun had set. A pause had come to the battle. Thinking, "Thank God we are alive," all the soldiers retreated to their respective camps for the day. The soldiers of the Pallava alliance, having lost everything in that battle except their lives, were in deep despair. Seeing this, one of them said, "I feel it is better to abandon this war now, return to the capital, gather our strength and then come back. If we go to battle tomorrow, even these remaining lives will be lost," said another. While many had lost their lives and attained a warrior's heaven, there was not a shred of hope for victory visible on the face of any surviving warrior. God only knows about victory. Their faces reflected a pathetic state, wishing only that their lives be spared. The night passed in that confusion, and dawn broke in the east. Among all the soldiers and commanders, there was only one question: should we go into battle and die a hero's death, or show our backs to the enemy and flee? In such circumstances, a very old warrior arrived in a chariot amidst the tents. Having had both his legs severely injured in a past battle, he was in a condition where he could barely walk. As soon as he arrived, he instantly sensed the despair and hopelessness among the soldiers of his alliance. The old warrior went to the Pallava king who was leading the alliance and asked, "Maharaja, give me an elephant." "Not a single one of our elephants has survived the battle," the Pallava king replied. "Very well, my lord, it does not matter. At least give me a horse," the old warrior asked with the same undiminished, majestic voice. To that, the Pallava king replied pitifully, "There are no horses left either." Yet, the old warrior did not despair in the slightest. Looking at his remaining soldiers, he called out, "If there are any warriors among you with courage in your hearts and daring, let at least 2 of you come forward." Many warriors who had lost everything but were not afraid of death came and stood before him. "All of you stand in a line, 2 by 2. The 2 standing in the front row, lift me onto your shoulders. Take me to the battlefield. I will fight. If those carrying me die, or become too exhausted to carry me, let those in the row behind them take me onto their shoulders." As the old warrior said this, all those who had responded to his call moved forward to do exactly as he commanded. Seeing this, aged man, who could not even stand on his own legs, not only the enemy, but even those on his own side, looked at him as if he were a madman, and laughed. Ignoring all of this, the old warrior plunged into the battle. Holding 2 swords in his 2 hands, he attacked the enemy. It did not take long for the enemy to realize that the man who had come was no ordinary old man, but the equivalent of death itself. Even though there were no elephants, no horses, even though his own people had looked down on him, and ultimately even though his own 2 legs did not cooperate, without stepping back an inch, without losing courage, without showing his back to the enemy, roaring that he would fight until his last breath while slaughtering enemies and surging forward, seeing that old warrior's resolve and valor, a stir was created among the Pallava soldiers. With the inspiration kindled by that old warrior shouting for victory until the last breath, they plunged into the battlefield. That was it. The tides of the battle turned completely that day. The goddess of victory favored the soldiers of the Pallava kingdom. They regained everything they had lost. Although that old warrior, Vijayalaya Chola, died from injuries sustained in that battle, with the inspiration he provided, the Chola kingdom, which was then a vassal state within the Pallava empire, grew within a few years into a great empire capable of ruling the entire southern region with a mere glance. Now the time has come for us to expand this legacy to other islands and across continents. O brave soldiers of the Chola land, do not fear. Come, let us take the step forward toward that great chapter. He shouted. And with that, they too gathered their courage and plunged forward into the battle.